So playing funk guitar by yourself. This is what we're talking about in today's video. So for fans of funk guitar, a lot of people kind of have the impression that to play funk music that you have to play with a band or at least a drummer, bass player. But as long as you encompass all of those parts in the guitar, you can play funk music pretty convincingly. In fact, those who are trying to improve their funk playing will see a lot of improvement if they're able to play funk music by themselves on the guitar. So that's what this lesson is all about. I'm going to break down what I just played so you can play it on your own. And if you're interested in having a PDF as well, you'll find a link to that in the description below. So just before we look at the part itself, I'd like to break down that concept of what I was talking about earlier. What, covering drums and bass and as well as playing guitar all in one instrument? How is that possible? I don't understand. So what I mean by that is drums is a strictly percussive instrument. It's all about hits. So if you take what the drums are accenting and you perform it on the guitar, you'll be able to cover the drum part. So how are we going to do that? So typically in a funk setting, so the drums are accenting the second beat and the fourth beat in a group of 4 beats. So if you think of a typical funk music song, it's in what's called 4/4 timing. What that means is you're always counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the drums are accenting 1, 2, 4, 2, 4. So let's try to actually cover just that. So what I'd like us to do is mute the guitar with our left hand. And for those who are new at muting, what you're going to do is you're going to lightly touch the strings of your guitar. So not pressing very hard, but pressing lightly enough that when you go and strum it now, you get this type of sound. So now let's see if we can play 2 and 4 only. So the second beat and the fourth beat in a 4-beat phrase. Let's try it. I'll count us in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. 2, 3, 4. One more time. Yeah, so now let's see if we can also play the first beat and the third beat in that 4-bar phrase. But what we're going to make sure to do is to make sure that the second beat and the fourth beat are a little bit louder than the first and third beats. So that will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's also helpful is if you try to aim for strings 6, 5, 4 for the first and third beats, and then strings 3, 2, and 1 for the second and fourth beats. That also helps to kind of differentiate the sound a little bit, on top of how hard you're hitting the strings as well. So you can kind of hear how it's a little bit different. So let's try that a little bit. I'll count us in 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Times. 2 more times. Yeah, something like that. Now let's bring in the chord that we're going to be using for this figure here. So the chord that we're going to be using for most of this figure is a chord called E9. And to play your E9, what you're going to do is you're going to take your third finger, you're going to bar across strings 1, 2, 3 on the 7th fret, and then your first finger is going to come across and fret on the 6th fret of the 4th string. And you have a chord that sounds like this. And that's your E9 chord. So now that we have our chord, let's go beat by beat and cover all of these notes that we have here. So the first note we're starting off with is a big old open E. Just like that. And then after that, you're going to be playing strings 2, 3, 4 for that E9 chord. So let's see if we can cover just those first 2 notes, and let's just repeat that to get used to it. So we'll play something like this. 3, 4, 3. This type of thing. Let's give that a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 4 more times. 3, 4. 3, 4. 2 more times. 3, 4. 3, 4. So now let's see if we can bring in that mute there. So with that mute, after we play that, we're going to mute all the strings and have a dead note there. Again, we're going to make sure that that second beat is accented. So we'll play something like this. This type of thing. So let's give that a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more times. 3, 4. 3, 4. 2 more times. 3, 4. Last time. 3, 4. Nicely done. Now let's see if we can add that next note, which is going to be an up strum, and we're going to be playing that E9 chord. That's going to sound something like this. This type of thing. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four more times. 2 more times. 4. Nice. Nicely done. And then we're going to add. So I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four more times. 2 more times. Great. Something like that. Now we're going to add the last beat here, which is that fourth beat accented. Let's give that a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more times. 2 more times. Yeah, nicely done. And that's the first bar here. So we come over to our second bar here now. So that second bar is going to be concentrating on strings 1, 2, and 3 here. So that first beat we have, that's just down, up, on those 3 strings. So just like before, let's see if we can drill that. So we'll play something like this. 3, 4, 3, 4. So let's drill that a bit. I'll count to 4 and let's give that a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 4 more times. 3, 4. 3, 4. 2 more times. 3, 4. 1 more time. 3, 4. Very good. Now we're going to be muting those strings for 3/16 notes, and then the 4th 16th note we're going to play those 3 7s on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd string. So something like this. So putting those 2 beats together, now we have something like this. This type of thing. So let's see if we can drill that. So I'll count us in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4. 4. 4 4 more times. 2 more times. 1 more time. Very good. Now we're going to include the third beat as well. And if we include the third beat, that's going to sound like this. So let's give that a try. I'll count us in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four more times. Very good. Now we'll add the final fourth beat. So let's try that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Nicely done, and that covers both of those bars. I'll put that together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are those 2 bars. Now that happens 3 times. The 4th time, there's a little ending here for that last bar. So the final bar is like this. I'll play that again slowly. So that little riff there, what happens right after you have that hit, you're going to come over to the 8th fret, slide to 7, and then you have 5, 7, 5, and then your open E there. So I'll play the entire thing. Let's see if we can play that together. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's that riff. So of course this riff is pretty fun by yourself. Feel free to play it with people, with a drummer or bass player in a jam session. Feel free to play it slower or faster. It sounds pretty cool fast as well too. Overall, a great little funk riff that you can play and enjoy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and I hope to see you in the next video.